Hello, and welcome. It's me, Marls44, and welcome to this pack pull of Return of the King of Knights. It took me a second to remember the name. A little bit of a weird name, but also the name makes sense since, you know, the Royal Paladin stuff returns, but as Gold Paladin. But yeah, so there's a bunch of new stuff with that, and man, I'm excited. Link Joker, Break Ride era. I'm really looking forward to it because there's a lot of stuff I know we're gonna get because of all the stuff that like came out in the original. This is when it kind of felt like we got a lot. So, and I think this is where a lot of extra boosters came out. So I could see this spanning a few months, probably like half a year, something like that. I'm not sure what they're gonna do after though, but yeah, I hope it spans like half a year or something, because this is an era that I'm very excited for, and even though Break Ride is definitely not as broken in this version, it's still very exciting. So anyways, let's look at everything. So we got drop guaranteed. So how this works is on target days, there are clans that you'll get the guaranteed drops on. And you know, if there's double rates at that time, that's even better. So yeah. And Genesis, being a new clan, was put on Friday. Not got moved, it was put on Friday. And Saturday and Sunday are all clans. As you can see here, every day has like a specific clan that a drop guaranteed will happen. So that's very, very nice, especially for the very hard difficulties. I honestly thought it was just for the half-year anniversary, but it looks like they might just keep it, which I would love, because the very hard ones can get annoying sometimes when you don't get anything. There's a new Fighters Tournament schedule, but there's also a lot of stuff you can get now, a lot of new stuff. So, you know, there's the Overlord, the Blaster Blade that was already there, but now that they announced last time, but they're 50% off right now, just for the first one. But you can get a Liberator of Royalty Fallon, the Grade 2 one, not the Grade 3 one. The Grade 2 one that came in, you know, with Liberators. Liberator right in the name. So you can get that. You can get the little Liberator Marin for Gold Paladin as well. And now they have Blaster Blade sleeves, Gancelot sleeves, Overlord sleeves, the two different kind of Overlord sleeves, might I add. Blazing Flare Dragon sleeve, and Blaster Blade sleeve. So I think these were sleeves that were available early on in the game's release, and I guess they're just starting to push them into Fighters Tournament area for the people who couldn't get them and who couldn't make it to make it to Legend yet, or just who couldn't play, because it took me, I think it did take me, I got to Legend on the second season, so after like a couple weeks in, like 2 or 3 weeks in, so I was able to get said sleeves like for the next set, but not the first one where the game just started. Especially with everything you pull, early on it was difficult to figure out what to do as well and stuff. But hey, it's life. It's games. It's fun. It's good to learn. And then we have a new rank fight season, Liberator of the Sacred Realm. So we got a Blaster Blade Liberator. So if you don't pull Blaster Blade Liberator on the banners, that's pretty, this is helpful to get some of them, on top of, you know, saving up to craft. And you get the Alfred and Gancelot. It sucks that there are only those two, but there's a lot of units, so I assume they'll continuously release them. It's unfortunate, though, looking at this, that they have an Alfred one, because as nice as that is, Alfred is an SR, and I feel like you choosing an SR, a double R, my bad. I feel like it is better choosing the triple Rs, but I mean, this is going to be going on for a while, so, you know, not this exactly, but the actual Link Joker stuff. So, like the pulls and everything. So, yeah, I'm not surprised that they would kind of do this here. We got the Link Joker chapter stuff. So Corrin High School, Naoki High School. If you already bought the Corrin one, you get her, I believe. I'm pretty sure I have her already, because I got the, yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember changing them. So yeah, but Naoki is in the shop now. for Narukami, and I'll probably get him eventually. Because he's pretty cool. He's funny. There's the banner, and I'm not sure how this Glory Maelstrom exactly works. It's obtainable from the Linked Joker chapter gacha, it says. This specific one from November 1st to November 15th. So I don't know if you do, like... I was reading this, and I'm not totally sure. I was reading it, and I'm just like, I don't know if you do, like, just one pull, or you have to do a 10 pull, and you get it. I'm not too sure, but nah, that's nice. We have these, the Asia circuit chapters have their own, like, specific banners that have specific units in here as well. The Genesis got added, so this is the Misaki we have for Genesis. The one with the haircut. And then we also have Summer Memories going on, the new event as well. So there's a lot of obtainables from that, like usual with any of the events. Honestly, I'm kind of curious what they're going to do next. I think it might be Tachikaze, like Ancient Dragons, but like after the event, because they always have a clan usually after the event. I think, something like that. But there's fight skins of Aichi and Misaki and all this stuff for your room and everything. And they added a bunch of stuff to the room as well. I forgot to say, like the room stuff, which is nice. I still have a shit ton of coins, but there's new exchanges to my room and to my room shop, so that's kind of nice. At least we got a little more of something. Also, there's a Team Q4 and Rivals medals, so if you do pulls on them, I think, I'm not sure if it's only limited to like right now till November 15th or not, or if it's like it just continues. It's probably limited to right now though, but you can get these medals by doing the summons similar to the medals we got, I assume, and you can get these cards that you need from the old stuff, like the first 4 sets, I think it is, because I mean originally it's technically 5 sets, but it would be 4 sets in this sense, I believe. Anyways, that's enough of that. So we got 106 packs, it looks like, on top of whatever we get from extra Genesis stuff, so probably like a pack. I'll talk about what I want to get in a minute, but let's look through some of this stuff. So Artemis, what she does, limit break 4 when this unit attacks a Vanguard, Soul Blast 3 to draw 2 cards and put a card from your hand into your soul, and this unit gets plus 5k until end of the battle. And its other skill is Persona Blast to look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, add a card to your hand, and put the rest on the bottom of your deck. And then also, if Twilight Hunter Artemis, which is the grade 2 of Artemis, is in your soul, it's an 11k at all times. Next up, Stand Up My Avatar. We got Blaster Blade Liberator, same thing as Blaster Blade. Vanguard to rearguard placed, Counterblast 2, retire 1 of opponent's rearguards. Well, actually, it's not true. It's not the same, because Blaster Blade Liberator can kill any rearguard, whereas like I think Blaster Blade was only like grade 2 or grade 3, I believe. I'm not sure, I don't remember. But anyways, we also have Eradicator Dragonic Descendant. Limit break 4 when this unit attacks, it gets the following ability until end of battle. At the end of the battle, if that attack is on hit, counterblast 1 and discard 2 Eradicator to stand this unit, draw 2 cards, and this unit get crit plus 1 until end of turn. And you can also counterblast 2 to gain 5k until end of turn, which you usually don't do, but it's there if you need it. It's there if you need it. It's there if you need to go for that final push, for some reason. But if you don't hit, you can't restand. So I don't know. That part always was a little weird to me when they added that in the original. So Beast Deity Ethics Buster. So if you don't know how Break Ride works, because you never played the actual game, this is part of why I love Break Ride, for what it does. It's just, the turn is so awesome. And it is a bit of a slower build-up, but, oh man, the turns are so awesome. And like, the shit you can do in Break Ride era was awesome too. It's not even just about the Break Ride. So what it does is limit break 4 when rode upon, so when you ride another grade 3 on it, or, I mean, even a grade 4, but there's no grade 4s in the game right now. I think there's only like one that actually like truly exists that isn't Stride, but I might be wrong. No, I think there's 2 actually. I think so. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while. But when rode upon, so when you ride on it, your Vanguard gets plus 10k, which is always a must for Break Ride. Always, your Vanguard always gets the plus 10k. And the following ability until end of turn. So it gets an ability specific to the card it rode on. So for example, for Beast Deity Ethics Buster, it's when this unit attacks, stand all of your front row rear guards. So basically, when your Vanguard attacks, your front rows stand, which is pretty cool. I don't know how well it works in this. I feel like it works decently well, especially for like a push to try to end the game. If your opponent has a bunch of PGs, that probably works very well. And also, when boosted, it gets plus 3k until end of battle. I guess that's all they show here, but I know there's Gauntlet Buster. There's Gancelot, which is a break ride. Trying to remember some of the others. I don't know. I don't remember the others. But anyways, let's start this. But yeah, for example, for Vowing Sword. Vowing Sword is in this, which is a Eradicator as well. There's 3 Eradicator triple Rs. What the heck? A lot of triple Rs right now. But I guess the clans that... Wow. Just started. You gonna do this to me? We just started. Wow. Oh, I wanted to talk as in terms of, like, tier listing. But I'll get to that in a second. I do want to finish what I'm saying. So, with Break Ride... Yeah, ooh, nice. Okay, so I'm trying to also work on... I'm working on Genesis, but I really want Eradicator stuff. So I really want Gauntlet Buster and Descendant, and Vowing Sword as well. But Vowing Sword... So what he does is when you Break Ride on him, your Vanguard gets 10 plus 10k, and you kill a front row, which is obviously great for this game. But yeah, so that's pretty much what the Break Rides do. Is like it's plus 10k, and then it's an added ability that is something that the clan does, whether it be aggression like Nova Grappler or retiring like Narukami. So Genesis is about, like, soul blasting, and you get to draw a card. And a couple other units get plus 5k, I believe. I think it's like that, if I remember correctly. Because I have the card. But this game might look a little different, but I have it. I'm pretty sure it's the same. But anyways, in terms of tier lists, so Gauntlet Buster Descendant is very, very good. Has joined MLB, Glory Maelstrom, and Platina Azul at the top. Ooh, nice. I need Melissa's as well. And Chamomiles, but they're triple Rs, so that's going to be interesting. That's the Paladin I was talking about. But yeah, Gauntlet Buster has joined them at the top tier. Alright, Blaster Blade Liberator, I'll take that. I do eventually want to build Liberators, but I'm not huge on them. I'm more focused on Genesis and Narukami right now, because Nova Grappler is very slow. Honestly, all the other decks here that came in, like Genesis, Liberator, and Nova Grappler, all 3 of those clans that are here, along with Narukami. Narukami's top tier with, those other 3 decks. But those 3 are kind of like high tier 3, bottom tier 2, around there. Because they're just too slow right now. The Beast Deities don't have enough. Like when Extreme and the others come for Nova Grapplers, it'll be better. Liberators, as they grow, I think they'll be better as well with like Zenith and other stuff. And Genesis, same. Like I feel like Fortuna's probably going to be better. Minerva's definitely yes, let's go. Minerva's definitely going to be better as well. So there's all that, and it's kind of just... Fortuna's probably pretty good in this, because you can easily just get, like, stand triggers, since you can Soul Blast and then drop a non-trigger and then check again. So... Wait, Minerva? No, Fortuna does that. Unless I did say Fortuna. I wasn't sure for a second. I thought I'd clarify that. Another one! Another one! Oh, jeez. And another one! You know, when I said that, I was like, don't tell me that's Gauntlet Buster. Don't tell me that's Gauntlet Buster. That is definitely and another one moment right there. Oh my god. 2 of them right there. Sweet. And a Solar Falcon, nice. That's Nova Grappler. But yeah, so the other clans are kind of slow right now. They're just too slow. Break Ride's too slow that it can't keep up with the other Limit Break decks. And that's part of the reason... Like, yeah, you have self-damagers, but they don't work yet because you need, like, Liberator specific, Beast Deity specific. Genesis doesn't have a self-damager, and the specific is so important. And also, Ethics Buster just doesn't have, like... The Nova Grappler deck doesn't have, like, too much of... What's it called? Too much of, like... What am I trying to say? I'm not sure how to explain it. My bad, guys. But... Narukami doesn't really have to rely on Break Ride. It has Gauntlet Buster to retire stuff, get crits, and then it has Descendant to try to finish you. And Vowing Sword is good for Break Ride. But Break Ride is too slow for the other decks because they can't run or they don't have... Yes, Artemis, sweet. I still want to build Genesis, and I still want to play Genesis. I like Genesis. Genesis is fun. It's very Oracle, but like... in a Soul Charge way, and that's pretty cool. Ooh, oh my god, again. And another one? Are we doing an and another one moment? Nah, okay, well, technically yes, but I was more hoping for, like, Artemis there. And another one moment, but hey, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. That's fine. So, those decks are just a little slower because of that factor. Because of just... I'd say they're probably, like, bottom tier 2, but... I don't know, Liberators just really doesn't have a lot going for it other than, like, its superior calls. It does have its retires and its power, but it does have some trouble, and Genesis is just too slow with the, like, soul build-up and everything. And also, you know, the Persona Blast. You need, like, Persona Blast as well. I don't know, the decks are just a little too slow because of, like, that limit break factor. Like, you can't just push yourself to limit break factor, and the game is a very fast-paced game as opposed to the actual card game. So it makes Narukami good because of Gauntlet Buster and Descendant, but the other decks are kind of suffering because, like, really they do want to Break Ride, but the Break Ride isn't really netting them much, and there's just other stuff with it, too. It's not just, like, the Break Ride doesn't net them much, it's also, like... They just don't get as much out of it as Gauntlet Buster Descendant does. There's not as much pressure. And same with... For other decks. Other decks just have more pressure. Like, the End, PBO, they just have more pressure right now, as well. Still. Like, they're still very decent. Yes, Himiko. Himiko. I got Himiko. Yeah. I need her. But yeah, that's kind of where they are, where they're standing, roughly. But I do think that, like, Artemis, and Beast Deities, like, bottom tier 2, Liberators, like, and I mean right at the bottom, like, they could still be classified as tier 3 because it's very unsure. And I'm not counting decks that just don't matter anymore. Like, I'm talking about just decks that can still do things, of course. Liberators, I don't know. I'd say top of tier 3. I think Liberators are probably the slowest, but they do have Blaster Blade for retiring things, which is very important. Like, Genesis just kind of swing. And that's his big issue. Beast Deity is kind of a little rough. But Beast Deity is probably the most efficient out of them all, from the looks of it. Genesis can at least, like, kind of hold itself with, like, grabbing PGs because of the Persona Blast, and using the draws to get your PGs and other stuff. Also, what's going on? Why you do this? I might have to do something about this. But Liberator gets that superior call, but it's all top deck, so can be a little scary at times with that. Anyways, that's enough about that. I want to talk about something quickly. Actually, something else that happened last month that I was quite upset about. So, those V premium coins, I spent some money on the game because I wanted to... Okay, I got Alfred, nice. Not bad. Don't know, he'll probably be part of the decks later on with Liberators once Liberators get better. Like, all these decks are going to get better. But Narukami is just like, hello! Already. And it's probably going to stay that way, honestly. Especially with Gauntlet Buster Descendant. Like, oh jeez. But, so... the V Premium points. I spent some money on the game because I want to support Bushiroad, as I said right now. Because of everything going on, it's hard to, like, you know, they're definitely not making as much money because people are probably buying their stuff, but it's just harder because there's no reason to, like, there's no tournaments or anything. And it's just kind of an issue with that. So this is my way of kind of trying to support them. And also because I love this game. And I'm okay with spending a bit of money on it, as I said. So I spent a bit of money, as you saw, from the last poll. And I wasn't sure what to use the V Premium coins on. And I know they come back at the beginning of every month, usually. Or specific months. Like the polls for them. The polls? The exchange for them. So I was like, okay, that's cool. And I don't see anywhere where it explains you get the V Premium coins that they change. Or they go away, or whatever. Apparently they do go away, and I was very upset because I decided to save because I wasn't 100% sure on what I wanted. There were some things I kind of wanted to get, but I wasn't sure. Totally. So I said, it's okay. Also, I haven't seen that glory yet. I don't actually know how you get that. I don't know if maybe I have to go to my gift box. Maybe. We'll take a look in a second. So they changed to V medals. After, yes, another Himiko, yes. I need her, especially for Fortuna as well, because I do want to pull for Fortuna. Like, Artemis is nice. It's very nice, but Fortuna is kind of the one I really want to go after. Just too much fun. It's just too much fun. I have an actual deck, because it's just too much fun to play. It's too much fun to use. But it was very upsetting because I didn't see anywhere that it said it would change or they would, like, just kind of go away. It was kind of upsetting, and maybe I missed it. Somebody can let me know, but it's just kind of upsetting because it's like I spent some money on it. I had a bunch of stuff without spending money on it, but I had a bunch more of the premium medals that I decided, okay, let's just save up for like break ride stuff. Why not? And I guess I should have thought it through. Oh my god, what's going on? I guess I should have got it through, although I can't really complain. I got 2 Gauntlet Busters, so hey. But yeah, I should have thought it through, and I wanted to grab Dungry, but I chose against it because there was a lot of stuff in Break Ride that I really wanted and said, okay, screw it. Let's save it up. But unfortunately, it changed, and that was very upsetting, and I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys. I don't know. I'm sure others had that issue too. From what I noticed, it wasn't totally explained well, but well, if it was explained, it wasn't explained well, because I clearly missed something when reading it. So, yeah, it was just kind of upsetting, and I wanted to climb. I really wanted to climb that season, and once I missed out on, like, a single Maelstrom because I just couldn't get there because I was busy and everything, it just killed my mood for this game, and I was off it until Break Ride came in. Like, I was the last month I've been off the game pretty much because I just can't. After that, well, not the last month, more like the last 3 weeks, not including this week though, because Break Ride came. That's what got me back into the game. But it's just very... Oh, that's what it means. You could pull one on here. Okay. That would have been nicer to know, actually, because, I think oh, no, wait. No, I'm missing a glory. So, yeah, that's amazing. Oh, Descendant! Let's go! Let's go! I have 400, of the triple R crafting essence metal stuff. So, can I get another one? Can I get another one? Of Narukami, I mean. Ah, no, I can't. So you could pull this Glory Maelstrom. Okay, that's good. Because I had 3 Glory Maelstroms. Now I have 4. That just got me my 4th. And I wouldn't have had 3 if I used the V Premium medals. But that's not the point. Still a little salty, unfortunately, about that. But it's okay. It happens. I made a mistake. Everybody makes that kind of, like, some mistake. It's just, ooh, it hurts, you know? It hurts. It hurts, man. It hurt. But Break Red has helped. Okay. See, I was thinking you would get it from the gift box, not that, but it was just 1. I don't think that got me yet. Let's check! Oh, man. I almost have enough to, like... I guess I can run Gauntlet Buster Descendant already, then. I mean, I'll just keep pulling, of course, but... Hey, I guess I can run it. Wait, did I not get V medals for that? Yeah, oh, right, it's these. Team Q4 and the Rivals one. I assume you get the medals from just pulling on those, and these 2. I like how they pack them together now. It's just a little easier if you need to pull for the old stuff, and especially for new players, you can just kind of get any of that stuff. So, that's pretty nice. And they'll probably do this with Link Joker, but it's probably in, like, 3 different bunches. I doubt they would have it in 2. I feel like it wouldn't at least need 3 bunches once Link Joker is done. So apparently there's a bunch of shit going on in the store, as you can see. I guess because of the big celebration, there's a bunch of shit. And they updated the look on this, and I love it as well. They updated the look on a few things, too, and I really like it. I like what they've actually added to my room, but, yeah, I just kind of wanted to glance around, see what else there was, and, geez, and also, there's a couple new trial decks, which is Coco. So there's this one. I want to actually look at the deck, my bad. So there's this one, Coco deck. That's what it looks like. That's what you get if you need a Coco. Same thing with Azure Dragon, but Coco isn't all that great, but she's still, like, my avatar, and I'm still gonna do a deck and fight on her. I need to hop on those, so I'm definitely gonna try to hop on them this month, especially with a lot of new stuff starting to come out, and I'm gonna want to do that for some of them. So yeah, gonna need to do that, Marley. Speaking of support, I kind of did it. Yeah, it's okay. I had no time to save up for Genesis. They just came out, even though the game's kind of cucking me a bit. Hey. It's not cucking me too much. It gave me 2 Descendants. Sorry, not 2. A Descendant and 2 Gauntlet Busters. So I like more Genesis stuff though. But hey, I figured it'd kind of be good to. I looked at the video length too, and I'm like, yeah, it's a little short. Let's just do a little more, not a lot, Ooh, okay, that was an interesting noise. Oh man. I'm very excited for Break Ride. Like, right now it's just the beginning, but I'm excited when we get to, like... I don't know what they're gonna do with, like, Raging Form, Tetra, like... They might... I don't think they give Tetra a buff, because Tetra's already stupid enough, but... and I love it, but I feel like they'd give Raging Form a buff by killing 2 instead of 3, like, you know... Similar how they did with Spectral Duke, in that sense. How Spectral Duke kills 2 instead of 3. I feel like they would do something like that, maybe because of how the game works and such. But man, oh man, I'm excited to see like a lot of how I'm excited to see how some of these cards look, like Reverse Dayusha and other stuff. Like, I'm so fucking excited. Ooh, that Halo Shield mark looks beautiful. But I'm so excited for Link Joker area meta. There is something I want to say about the game though. I'm finding that with the rank season, it's very annoying that it's every 2 weeks. Not even just like every month with a pack coming out. It's very upsetting to me to have it, yes, let's go! Woo! Okay, it's very upsetting to me to have it change every 2 weeks and be reset back to 0. That demotes me. That makes me kind of like sad, and I don't want to climb because it's like I worked hard to climb 20 ranks. I want to do well, but I worked hard to climb 20 ranks, and now I have to start all over after 2 weeks, not a month. I personally think it shouldn't be a month. I think a month is too little, but I think that's more reasonable than 2 weeks. I don't like the 2 weeks for a rank season. That is actually, in my opinion, not very good. I think that's the one thing that I don't like about this game, and it keeps me from doing some things, and I can't, like, stream it because it frustrates me, because it's like, I only have 2 weeks. I work, I have other stuff, I have a life. Other people have lives. They work, they have to do other stuff like this. It doesn't, in my opinion, the 2 weeks doesn't work. In my opinion, 2 weeks is way too little. Like, if you look for rank seasons, I know it's a card game, but if you look for rank seasons for sports, or even Vanguard itself, I'm sure. I think even for Vanguard, there's like summer and stuff. I personally think every 3 or 4 months would be great. You get the time to climb high, get gems and other stuff, and then eventually it would knock back to 0. It's just very depressing when it knocks back to 0, especially so soon, within 2 weeks, which is why I think a month would work. Maybe 2. But I get why they wouldn't want to do more than a month, I'm sure, because they have to also incorporate the fact that every month a new pack comes out, and they obviously want to have a card that you can get. But what I'm thinking is, if they have it for a month, the 2 cards that they would have would be together in the rank season, separately. So you would get, like, someone at 10, someone at 20, the other one at 20, then the first one at 30, then the second one at 40. Like, it would encourage you to climb more and to do better, and it would be easier for the people who, like me, who want to climb and want to actually place high in a few seasons, but can't because he just feels so upset that it just resets in 2 weeks and doesn't have, like, as much of time as he would like. And also, you have to learn new decks, too, every month. There's a new deck, so there's that, too. It doesn't give you that time to, like, learn how to play that new deck as well. That's another issue. I wanted to address that, because that's a big issue I have found with this game. I like this game. I love this game. And, as you can see, like, I have a lot of love with Vanguard. But I do think that aspect right there actually needs to be better. The ranked season, I love the tournaments they add with getting stuff. And they keep adding things to it. I love... The My Room could be improved because it doesn't... There's not really much care for it, but it's kind of just a for fun thing to just design your own room. But I feel like it could be improved. I feel like the space actually needs to increase. Like, the size needs to increase with everything you can get now, and other stuff. But I feel like the one big thing, though, is the rank season is a big issue. The rank season is just too demoralizing for me sometimes. Because at first, I climbed to, like, rank 30 multiple times, and I just couldn't get any farther because I was like, shit, it's gonna reset. It was that same mentality, but I did it at first. Now, I can't even get to 20. Hell, I'm lucky if I get to rank 10. Legend 10, by the way, is what I'm talking about. Because I don't know, I can't feel it. I go for the sleeves and that's it. I don't like the fact that in 2 weeks, it goes back to 0, and I have to start all over again. And I have to, I'm still learning a deck, maybe, depending, or I have to learn a deck depending if it's a new month or not. Like, right now, it would be a new month, so I'd have to learn how to play Gauntlet Descendant. And I don't have that luxury of doing it in this ranked season, which means I'd have to wait till the next ranked season to do well. If I'm not demoralized, because it's very demoralizing. So that's kind of my issue with the ranked season. I just wanted to express that because I think it needs to be said that the ranked season has an issue. It's way too short. And it also does feel like they're releasing things way too fast in the game. I can't totally blame them for that. especially with what's going on right now, it does get people to like spend a bit of money and help support them. So fair on that one for releasing sets every month. I do feel like it eventually should slow down and not be every month, because, or at least less, not as much every month, like not too much every month, but they're pretty good at not doing too much every month at least. Although they say that and they squeezed a couple packs together, a couple sets together early on, but that was early on. That's not now, so they haven't done that again, and for now, and I'm thankful about that. But yeah, woo, yes, Vowing Sword, let's go. Yes, getting all this Narukami shit. Holy, I like the Genesis stuff. I want the Genesis stuff, but as I said, I'm saving up for Fortuna, so all I really need is like Himiko. Oh no, I need Chamomile as well. Shit. But I need Melissa's too. Melissa's as well. Yeah, so that's what it does, by the way, Vowing Sword with the Break Ride, just to show you that. But yeah, I just find I'm also concerned about where the game's gonna go, because they might skip Legion, since Legion was very popular. Not popular, was very unpopular and almost kind of killed the game. And also like they do Stride, but then what do? We go to V Series? It's gonna be a little weird to mix it in with this, especially with how everything is. It's gonna be very confusing and complicated. But if they do that, I hope it'll be interesting at least. But then what are they gonna do when they actually catch up with the card game? I don't know how long the actual game will last though, as well, because all phone games have like a contract for a certain amount of years. So I don't know how long they decided to do this, but from the looks of how popular it is, it's definitely not going to die anytime soon. So yeah, that's why I feel like they are releasing things a little too soon. But I more so have a problem with the rank season. But if they were to change how often they release things, it would be easier to make a rank season like every 2 months or something, and people could actually climb and get things instead of kind of just like not be able to. I don't know. That's kind of my issue with that. I just wanted to express that because I felt like it needs to be said. But nonetheless, I got what I wanted this time. Ho 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 ho. Got my 2 Gauntlet Busters and 2 Descendants. I just crafted 2 and that's that. I need 3 Vowing Swords still, but that's kind of okay. I can kind of the Gauntlet Buster and Descendant are kind of more important, especially. Well, you can't totally self-damage yourself, but it's just what Gauntlet Buster and Descendant can do is just so powerful. Because they can't damage themselves as well, since you have to use Eradicators, but what they can do is just so strong. It doesn't matter. But yeah, like, holy, I'm excited. And I think it's also because Vowing Sword, you break right on and kills a front row, which is huge. Kills an intercept. But, oh my god, Gauntlet Buster Descendant is so powerful, and I can't wait for Fortuna. I've gotten some stuff. Need to get that Chamomile, though, but working on that already. Maybe I could pull it next time. And if I don't, I have crafting essences. I'm gonna have to work a lot on that. But anyways, guys, that is all. Thank you all for joining me. Sorry it was a bit of a rant at the end, but that was still good. I still got a lot of what I wanted. That was totally worth it. But yeah, sorry again for that rant. It was just, I needed to share all of that because it's what I've been thinking the last, like, month. The entire month of last month. And I kind of was thinking that before about the rank season, but, like, it really kicked in last month when it just felt like I just missed out on a Maelstrom that I didn't need to craft. But thankfully I got the Glory Maelstrom here, so that nets me my 4th one. But yeah, anyways, hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you all for coming. And I will catch you guys next time, where we will do some deck and fights, because I really need to jump on those, and especially with all these new decks, hopefully the rental system works again soon, so I can use rentals for a few cards and be able to show off the decks, but I'll still do the deck profiles themselves if I can't and don't want to spend that much of my crafting essence stuff. So yeah, that is all, and I'll see you guys next time.